Hey y'all, hey, welcome to the Golden Truth Unfiltered. I am your host, Micaela, and this week's episode is called The Strong Friend Syndrome. Ooh, child, ghetto. Happy almost July over. Um, this month has flown by, okay? Baby, I'm ready to tell my story. This heat done whoop my ass. I got a sunburn on my back the other day, and I was like, you gonna burn me in a place that I can't even reach. Can't reach all the way back there. Why would you do that? Put sunscreen on. I must be allergic to this kind of sunscreen, this brand, because I started breaking out and I was like, all right, no, won't be using that again. Nevertheless, because y'all know I could go on a tangent, got my iPad so I can stay on my notes, stay on task, and don't get to rambling like I normally do. Um, but happy pre Leo season. I think by the time I drop this, Leo season will just be starting. Happy birthday to all my Leos. Love me some Leos, okay? One of the signs that I'm most compatible with is a Leo. I guess because we're fire signs, and that can be a dangerous thing as well. But that's neither here nor there. But happy birthday to every Leo that I know. Um, I hope that your birthday this year treats you well, and that you get everything your heart's desire. It's my birthday too. I celebrate when Aries season come, when Leo season come, definitely when Sagittarius season come. So happy birthday, twin flame. But anyway, let me get into it. So the strong friend syndrome. I was talking to a homegirl of mine a while back, and um, just reflecting on like friendship and like where we stand and all that other good jazz. And I, had an honest conversation with her, and I was like, you the strong friend. Why we always gotta be the strong friend? And she was like, friend, I don't know. She was like, it's just something I'm used to. And I gave her my perspective on how I view her as a strong friend. I'm like, you never need nothing, nothing ever go wrong with you. Like you are the one who helps, you are the one who gives, you are the dependable one. Like people come running to you, and it's like you never get sick, and it's just you just you can handle almost any and everything. And I love that for you. And she was like, friend, she was like, you're strong. You're the strong friend as well. You're the dependable one. You are, um, you're the one that everybody comes running to for something. You're the one that holds space for people whenever you got stuff going on. Like, you're the strong friend too. And I was like, girl, I don't want to. I don't want to have that hat on no more. I don't want to be the strong friend. And so I, did my Googles and I researched the definition of strong, and it's an adjective. Um, it's a person's character, so it's showing determination, self-control, and good judgment. Another definition is able to withstand great force or pressure. So I was like, with withstand strong force and pressure. Mm-mm, no. So I remember when being a strong friend was like wearing a badge of honor. That was something to gloat about, to be like, yeah, I'm a strong friend. hmm And I'm like, looking back at it now, I mean, when you know better, you do better. And it's like it's nothing to shame anybody about, for one, but it's also nothing to just be like, yeah, I'm a strong friend. Just going around, boasting your chest out. Like I had to sit down and realize, oh yeah, I am a strong friend to some. And I was like, um, what does being strong look like for me? How has being a strong friend benefited me? Um, I guess How I look at it is the strong friend is someone who handles pressure well. They present themselves well. Reading off my notes, y'all, too, so I can stay on task. They're the dependable one. They're the one who never needs anything. They doesn't ask for help. They have it all together. Some symptoms of a strong friend is they have a hard time receiving support, um, but they don't struggle with giving it now. They have, I don't want to say issue, but it's a challenge for them to receive help. It's a challenge for them to ask for help. The strong friend is always the yeah, I got it. And it's like I don't need no help from nobody. Like I'm good. How can I be of service to you? And I was like, well, what happens when the strong friend break down? Huh? Yeah, what happens when that strong friend breaks down? I believe for me, my strong friend hat was laid down back in February of last year. And I can't even say laid it down completely because I had it tilt to the side, like just in case I need to put it back on, but I want to leave a little room just in case. You know, the hat tilt. I had my hat tilt with a strong friend. And I say that because I was dealing with a lot that I waited maybe a month or two to tell my tribe that I was going through something. Still revealing some stuff to them to this day, a year later, because I wanted to look like I still had it together. I still had everything intact. Like everything was, I don't have space to break down because while I'm breaking down, my homegirl may need me. I don't have time to break down. I don't have time to be the weak friend right now. I don't have time to make space for me to not be strong because I'm viewed as the strong one, the dependable one. I gotta be available when they need me, and that's not healthy. It's more so of the like showing not honoring yourself. I talked about it the other week, like still pouring from an empty cup. Like you don't have anything to give, but you want to make sure you still show up for those. And I had to come to the realization that being a strong friend, you don't always have to wear that hat all the time. Having honest conversations with your tribe, with your friends about where you are, is very important. It's honoring yourself throughout that process. And I'm learning not to attach shame with me being honest with my friends. Like, hey y'all, I ain't got it. Hey y'all, I'm in this situation right quick, and I don't even know how this gonna work out. Um, that's all I got. It's taking my hyper independence down to dependent right now. Um, and that's uncomfortable for me because I pride myself on being able to handle things in a timely manner, handle things well. Um, and right now I'm in a space of what the hell? But it's not a bad space to be in. It's just I know that right now I need to lean on my friends a little bit harder and allow them to be there for me. But they can't be there if they don't know. And so that's the thing with strong friends is they don't always tell you when they need you. Um, it's the friends that know, that pick up on the subtle like changes, and even if it's a change in tone, how you respond, how you show up, like even in your demeanor and how you look. Like those friends that are in tune, they'll know and they'll be like, what you need, friend? And they know when I get to him in the horn, I'll be like, um, I'm good. That's not what I asked you. What do you need? How can I show up? And that means a lot from a person who extends that a lot to people. Um, I think my friends are now comfortable with my lingo where I'm saying, how can I hold space? How do you want me to show up for you? How do you want me to support you right now? I can show up for you in this way. Now, if you asking for monetary donations, I don't have the space right now for that. I can help you in this capacity. Um, or I can just be a listening ear or a soundboard, but I can't give you advice because I don't have the capacity for that, or I don't have the words, and I'm not going to make up something to appease you or to fill in that silent space. No, I can be your soundboard right now. It's just being honest about where you're at and what you're able to give, and if that's feasible for you, and if not, that's okay too. Because I'm at a space. I was just telling my best friend Erica, and my friend Ivan, like, I don't have the mental capacity for up and down stuff. I have capacity for this, but not the up and down, not the roller coasters type stuff right now. Um, I don't have it. And that's not a bad thing. Maybe I'll get it later once I'll get it together when I need to, for me first, because I need to be able to have the capacity for myself before I could be able to be like, you know what, girl, I got space for that. And sometimes I'll be like, I ain't got the space. Today, I'm not the strong friend. What friend am I today? I'm the friend that I'm falling apart, and this is what it looked like. This is where I need you to show up at. I just need you, like, me and my best friend, we took some shots on FaceTime, and I was having I won't say a meltdown. I was dealing with a situation, trying to process the situation, and I was like, let's just do shots later, friend. She was like, okay, let me decompress, and then we'll reconvene. We didn't rehash what I was already trying to process. It was, all right, friend, like, do a little cackle cackle. Let's get it. Take these shots. You need anything else? All right, I'm gonna go lay down. I love you. Good night. My night was made. I was good. That's what she had the capacity to do. She had to decompress first, and then she was able to show up for me in a way that was befitting for the situation, and I appreciate that. I don't ever want my friends to feel as though they can't come to me um, about anything. Um, because I always want to make sure that I'm in a headspace to where I can reciprocate. If I One thing I say, I ain't got it to give, and if I ain't got it to give, I go with that. I don't have it to give, and it's not like being nasty or dismissing what they have going on, but if I don't have anything to give, I don't have anything to give. You can't get nothing from zero, and so I'm appreciative of my friends who get it, who understand that. And so thought about some journal prompts, and some questions that I'm asking myself is, what would happen if I allowed myself to need people? That's a big one for me. Okay. What would happen if I allowed myself to need people? um I went through a space where I'm like, I don't need nobody, like, I got it. Hyper independent. I got it. Hyper vigilant. I got it. And then life said, no, bitch, you don't got it. When you gonna allow people to help you? When are you gonna allow yourself to need people? Um, and be okay with receiving the help, with receiving the support. Um, I always, I never wanted to be seen as a pity case. Um, I never wanted to be the oh woe is me type girl. So that's why I never wanted to come off as me needing people, in a sense, or me needing anything for anybody, or me asking for help. Because trust me, I've been in situations where I never asked for help, and the help was given, and then you showed your ass. And I'm like, that put up a wall for me to not want to receive help, because I feel like there's something attached to it. Um, that's another conversation for another day. But I found myself trying to put up a wall with people who I've known for years that always lended a helping hand, even when I didn't ask. And tried to build up a wall to them based off a previous situation. I'm like, but you never treated me that way. You never came at me sideways. So why do I extend that behavior to you? And it's like, no, don't do that. One experience with someone else doesn't get to dictate how you move with the next person, especially with years in the game. And you know this is part of this person's character. So said all that to say, let me circle back around. What would happen if I allowed myself to need people? Um, if I allowed myself to need people, I think I would have to put pride aside for one. A very prideful person. Working on it some days. Not a little stick out. Um, Working on it some days. But I think a lot of the pressure of me trying to maneuver in the space that I'm in and allow myself to need people, it would elevate, it would alleviate that that feeling of loneliness and that feeling like of helplessness. It would it would alleviate that. Yeah. So that's what it would look like if I allow myself to need people. I would be human, not a robot. I will be human. I need I need you. And for me to come out my mouth and say I need you, that's a lot too. Cause I'll be like, need. I'm good on that. And I know that I picked that up from a previous situation of not needing, and just like that's a behavior that I picked up, and that's the behavior that I'm unlearning. Is that I do need people. I need community. I need my friends. I need my family. I need people in my corner who with me when I'm right, and when I'm wrong, they gonna put me to the side. Hey sis, I don't like the way you move with that one. Can we, like, I need those people in my space. And I'm grateful for the ones um that fill that space. So yeah, shout out to my tribe. I always shout out my tribe, and I always shout out community because they have been there. And I always want to give people their flowers while they can smell them. So I'm very appreciative of my tribe. The last May, April, June, July, 4 months. Excuse me. I will get a sip of my ginger ale, but as much junk as I talk about people who drink ginger ale other than Canada Dry, this was the only thing left in the refrigerator. I don't know who brought this in the house, but I'm thirsty, so I'm gonna go ahead and sip it. Mind your business. Because Canada Dry is the only way. However, when this the only thing that left in the house, I don't know who brought that here. I'm gonna go with it. Anyway, forgot what I was about to say just that quick. Um, I asked this at the beginning, like, how has being the strong friend benefited you? It hasn't, in a sense. It put me in a box. It put me in a shell. It put me in a space of I can't talk to nobody. I isolated, shut down, and I would always, hey, I don't want to talk about it. Well, what you got going on? Like everything okay? Yeah, I'm good. You sure, Mimi? You know you can. Yeah, I'm good. I got it. I figured it out. So it hasn't benefited me in the way that people think it can, like being a strong friend, because pushes you into isolation as well, because you're on an island, the strong friend island, while everybody else over here being human and being like, girl, I ain't got it right now. Nope, I ain't a strong friend today. I ain't got nothing to give you today. I could be a soundboard, I could be this, this, and this, but I ain't got the capacity today. It leaves you on that island, a strong friend by yourself. So I got off that island. I swam ashore to be on the human island. That it's okay in certain situations to be the strong friend when you have the capacity. But as using it as a crutch and as just that's just you don't know when to take that hat off, that's where the issue lies. So the golden prompt that I want to leave with you today, like I said before, what would happen if I allowed myself to need people? What would that look like for you? Y'all, I'm getting a little hungry and a little thirsty. So this wasn't gonna be a long one, but I just wanted to drop that off to you. Drop this off in your lap. What would it look like for you to allow yourself to need people? What would it look like for you to put that strong head down? What would it look like for you? You know, thank y'all for the likes, the share, the subscribe, the all of that good jazz. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all immensely. Um, but I need y'all to tell a friend to tell a friend so that we can keep this going. I think I may take a break in August just to kind of like reboot because I feel like I've been going strong. I'm not gonna lose the momentum. I just need to take a step back and come up with some more creative and thinking about having more guests, and do I want to do more visuals and all that other kind of stuff, because I thought about before I record I was like, well, I gotta put on makeup, I gotta do this and this, and then the heat said, sis, you don't have to do all that. You're pretty without it. You don't need the makeup. It's okay. Go ahead and add a little filter, clean it up, do what you gotta do. But that heat index say, don't you put on a lick of makeup, or you're gonna get the right here, sweating right here. Mm-mm-mm. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and take it up a notch. Come out with another season and give y'all a little bit more of Micaela. Raw, real conversation. So always know that I love you, the divine loves you, and have an amazing day. Until next time, I love you. Bye bye now.